Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be the follow-up to my original video and showing you guys we're going to be doing an oil engine flush here with Liqui Moly. This is going to be the engine flush we're using. It's supposed to be one of the best on the market, so we're going to give this a try. And then we're going to be using Mobil 1 530, protected for 10,000 miles. Along with an extended performance, good for 20,000 miles, engine oil filter. Now, I will be changing my oil like I normally do, probably every 5,000 anyway, so roughly twice a year due to how close my commute is to my job. Now, with that being said, Mobil 1 is one of the best oils that you can buy. The other thing that we have to keep in mind is I was originally going to look at maybe doing Royal Purple and or AMSOIL, but the cost when you start looking at those, Royal Purple is a little bit more expensive than Mobil 1, but it's not too bad. AMSOIL, on the other hand, is substantially more expensive. For me to do an oil change on my Subaru, it would be roughly $100, give or take, with an AMSOIL filter. So the biggest reason why I've decided to go with Mobil 1 is due to the fact that this is available at my local Sam's Club. And when it's on sale, I believe I paid $23 or $26 for the case. And then I had to go at Walmart and buy another quart and then another Mobil filter. The Liqui Moly was about $20 on Amazon, and I haven't learned yet, but I will. I'm gonna figure out how to put stuff like this in a link in the description so that you guys can find the stuff as well. But like I said, the Liqui Moly is kind of hard to come by. Just for the most part, it's made in Germany, and it's not readily available like other stuff is here that we have in the States. But obviously the oil and filter are definitely readily available. So moving on to what we're going to need to do the oil change today is we're going to start off, we're going to have an oil drain pan or a catch can. This one is 16 quarts. It's probably more than you would ever need to do an oil change. I don't really know of any vehicles that take anywhere near 16 quarts until you get into, like, you know, commercial vehicles and big diesels. But just your normal cars, it should be. This is more than adequate. A lot of times I can usually do 2 oil changes in the course of doing that one. As always, a set of paper towels. You're gonna spill stuff. An oil filter wrench to take the old filter off. An wrench with I believe it's a 17mm socket to take the oil drain plug out, and then a filter to be able to put the fresh new oil in. So first we're going to come over here, and I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is a 2012 Subaru Outback 3.6R Limited. And I don't know if that'll focus. Yeah, 150,930 miles. The biggest reason why I'm doing the oil change is, as you can see here, 1,151. I had switched over and ran a factory Subaru filter, which I can show you, but a factory Subaru filter and SuperTech full synthetic high mileage. I'm not going to say whether that is the reason or not, but I can tell you that she does not like running on that oil. There's definitely some more ticking. If you watched my first video, you would have seen that the warm idle has sort of a valve trainish type tick. I don't like that. I don't like the way it sounds. I figured at 1,000 miles, I just wanted to get all this old stuff out of here. So we're going to shut this off real quick. See if I can do this like some of the others, one-handed. So this is your 3.6 liter under here. So that's the 3.6 liter boxer 6-cylinder. I absolutely love this engine. It has more power than you could ever imagine. It's very good for what it is. It gets up and goes down the road incredibly well. I absolutely love this vehicle. Nice thing is, it has, again, made in Japan. So this shows you the quality of the vehicle that you are buying. First step we're going to do is you're going to want to take off the oil filler cap. And like I always tell people, 5W30 is what we have here with the Mobil 1. Everybody has their own take. I'm personally going to say stay away from high mileage oils. I don't believe that they actually do what they say they're going to do. I think it's just a marketing thing. And I think the fact that there are things in it that don't necessarily help your motor, even though it's supposed to help stop leaks. But if you don't have a leaking motor, why would you put high mileage motor oil in your vehicle? So, cap off. I always just put it right on top. Usually you can look inside your cap, and you can see here there is no there's nothing filmy in here, nothing milkshakey looking, so that means that the head gasket is good. Give this a little, and it smells just like regular oil. I am now going to add the Liqui Moly engine flush. Now, on the can, there is nothing in here that says how long to put this in here. I do find that rather odd. There is nothing in here. I don't know if you're supposed to visit the, down here, liquidmoly.us and see, but literally there's nothing on here that says how long to run this in here. On average, I've seen most people say anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I'm probably going to do a 20-minute timer and let this really get in there and start flushing stuff out. That is my goal right here. So again, we'll see if we can do this one-handed. I know there's a few YouTubers that do all their stuff one-handed like this. The issue is going to be taking off this inner piece here, which should be fun. This is really screwed on there. Jeez. Okay. Put that cover there. This is just going to pull out like so. First attempt, it looks clear. I'm going to say it smells, just a clearish, yellowish clear container. So let's grab our funnel. And we'll put our funnel in, and I love this because it kind of rests up on this little shield, so you don't really ever have to worry about it. So now we're going to pour this in. Can's kind of a weird design up here. So that works for that. We'll put our cover back on our now empty can. Remove our filter, and we'll just throw that right inside here for right now, and put the cover back on. Make sure it's nice and snug. Make sure that that is down. Now, again, we haven't touched anything else on this, so now we're going to start this up. We're going to run for 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, so we're at our 20-minute window here. We're going to shut the car off. still see no check engine lights. And now the car is off, keys always on the seat. Now, when doing your oil change, as I stated earlier, you're going to remove the oil filler. Don't notice any change in that. And then you pull your dipstick up. Just get your oil drain pan ready. You remove this. It goes right up here in the little corner. Slide this into range. And then what we are looking for is your 17 millimeter. There we go. Well, the best way when doing this is to try to keep pressure. Making sure again your pan is right here. So try to keep pressure on this without getting oil on yourself. You're gonna want to get it out just like this. Oh, come on. So as you can see here, as this continues to drain, we are going to reach up right here, and that is your oil filter. As you can see, it is a black oil filter, which is what they use factory from Subaru. The question is, that oil so much. We're gonna loosen this up. Let that kind of drain like that. This is very, very thin oil. I don't know if you can see that. That is very thin oil. It definitely made that more like a waterish kind of weird. I've used some oil engine flushes in the past, and I have never seen anything to make it this thin. I can say though that I don't see anything in here. We'll examine this after along with the oil filter, but I do not see anything in here that would trigger me to think that there is any sludge or anything in here that would be like detrimental to the motor. And here's a neat thing. The reason why I like these containers so much is that not only is there a drain hole, but there's a place for your stopper when you're storing this. And there's also a place right up under here that has a couple little feet that you just put this, and then that allows that to drain. Again, you can see how thin this is. Also, I made quite the mess on here on the floor, and you can see just how clear this was. Like I said, this was only a 1,000-mile oil change, so I don't expect any reason why. But let's go up top hand and we will start setting the new filter to get put on. All right, so we're going to start with this filter. First thing you're going to want to do is, I've already double checked this, but we know that it's the same. The first thing you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to pre-fill the filter up a little bit here with brand new. I do like the color. Yes, yeah, that is a nice color with the Mobil one. You guys can hear that? As always, get a little oil on your finger. now we will attempt to put this here Mobil 1 filter on. And that gasket looks absolutely perfect. They say hand tight, but whose hands? So I am going to grab the new washer that I just took off the box. And then we will run this with a new washer. They're like $1 or $2. I mean, they're not expensive. So you're better off having it and just putting a new one on there before we really tighten that down. See how much oil splashes up, I mean salt, up under here through the course of this year. Flop this over. That should be good. I always like to make sure that I wipe everything off, just so that when we come back under here after, we can make sure and check the leaks, making sure that the oil filter is not leaking, make sure that crush washer crushed and has sealed up there. Same thing with this, just make sure that, you know, all of this is clean and ready to go. These are going to be some other things I want to address, you know, with time. All these little bits of area here and there, they're starting to rust out, like this line right here. This is definitely something I'd like to have addressed. Obviously, there's a little bit of oil, you know, up over here in the front of the motor, but I'm not overly worried about it. And now we'll start here with 6.9 quarts. I love this one. I got a clean little towel here. What I do is I immediately wipe everything down anyway. You just run your towel right through the funnel. And you're going to want to replace your cover. All right, now pull all your stuff out. Again, we'll come back over here. Give this a nice tiles here. We'll take a quick little look. Seems as though the crush washer is working perfectly. Don't see anything leaking under here, and I don't see anything leaking on the oil filter. Just keep in mind, just keep like a brain, see like the end of this label kind of runs straight down with the end of this. That way, if you want to check for leaks, tomorrow, whatever, you'd be able to do that. All right, guys, so that is an oil change and a flush with Liqui Moly. Again, Liqui Moly engine flush, running your Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil with an extended performance Mobil 1 filter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I will make another short 1 to 2 minute video tomorrow morning when I get up once she is warm, and then we can go back and compare sounds and see if the motor has gotten any quieter. If you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more on this or the other vehicles that we have in the garage, my wife's 2019 Compass or my 2008 F-150, go ahead and give that a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.